I did 8 years of policing, but I spent about 4 years here in Lillooet. I came to the Stl'atl'imx Tribal Police through my old police service. I had started on Vancouver Island. I spent about 4 years there and left in 1999 and came to Stl'atl'imx and moved right here to Lillooet. So I was here probably till about 2003. I worked with a lot of the same members that are here today. I think the crimes that officers are dealing with are very much the same that I had when I was here. Domestics, sex assaults, drinking, driving. I had a lot of fights, a couple of police chases, like car chases, pursuits. I remember one distinctively. I ended up getting in a pursuit up in Fountain, going down Fountain Valley Road. And a guy was doing donuts right in the community, so I happened to be on patrol and drove up. I was like, "Man, what the hell?" So I flipped on hit the lights. He took off, but I chased him probably for about 6 or 7K down that road at ridiculous speeds. You know, when you're in that kind of situation, you're operating the vehicle, you got to recruit, you're on the radio, and you're going down these hairy, scary roads, down Fountain Valley Road. And it can get a little hairy, and you have to make sure that you're watching your speeds, what road conditions, and those are the things you have to watch out for. Yeah, it's a little scary, and you get out, you don't know who you're dealing with. But it was one of the locals from, he ended up crashing his car right down by Fountain Lake, and I got out, and I took my firearm out, and I didn't know who I was dealing with. It was dark, and had my flashlight out and looking around for him, and I found him just down by the lake. We had just missed him by like 30 seconds because there was a plume of dust, and you could see that he bolted. The door was open, so found him laying right up by the water. He couldn't go any farther, so he just dropped down there and laid there and pretended he was dead or something. But I just gave him a little pull me up, and he came up, and that was it. Yeah, put him under arrest. But yeah, he was drinking, driving, that kind of thing. But I think that was one exciting file for me. No, you'll like it. It's a police show. We'll see you outside the totem at 7. Okay, thanks. Bye. I think that a lot of police officers are misunderstood. From our experience, and even from my crew's experience, the last number of weeks that we've shot with the members, they're just regular people. They're just normal, everyday people that, like you and I, but to the general public, there's something else. Can be conceived as a threat, conceived as home wreckers, it can be conceived as a lot of negative aspects that they're not true. And I think to be able to show what officers see and feel emotionally, physically, and mentally is really important, especially for a tribal service. I want to be able to show that using a lens, what those stories involve, how they're shaped, and how officers deal with day-to-day activities that happen while you're working as an officer. So that concept and that idea has been kind of sitting and burrowing in the back of my head for a lot of years. After I left, I haven't been policing for 13 years, but I always thought it'd be cool to come back and be able to highlight that and show it in a different light. Shooting it in more of a verite way, so from the real view of the officers, I think is really paramount in a way that is respectful to the people of this community. It's a well-balanced series that you're not getting all blood, guts, and gore, but you're getting a nice combination of life in these communities and life with the officers as well. I think for the viewer, I want them to understand that this is a tough job, and it doesn't end when they go home and hang up their gun and take off their uniform. It's 24/7, and that's a very tough, disciplined life to lead. Some people can do it until they retire. I knew I couldn't. I knew there was something else out there for me, but I didn't know at the time. But I took a chance and rolled the dice, and have come out okay. But for others, that's all they know. And I just want to be able to show the public that these people are real, they care, and they want to be a part of the community, yet they have to enforce the laws of the country, and that is the toughest part of the job.